Big toe mobility has such a big effect on your running. I'm Dr. Christina, the Picky PT, and I make content about runners, about teaching about your own body, and showing you how you can avoid and prevent common injuries. So if you like that kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. So when you're running, what I often see a lot of people have problems with is their big toe mobility. Your big toe should be able to extend back at least 30 degrees naturally, all right? But even if you have that mobility, a lot of runners will still run into the problem of, as they are rolling through their foot, instead of keeping their toes nice and relaxed, they'll kind of crunch their toes as they're taking off over their foot. If you imagine, it's almost like trying to run on point like a ballerina who dances on her toes as well. And that's going to cause a lot of issues in your toe joints, your foot pain, and it's going to throw off your balance and cause your leg to not be in alignment as you're running through. I've talked about before the best way for your foot to move as you're walking and running, which is as you land, you should land on your heel or the back of your midfoot. The side of your foot should touch first, and then you should quickly go to the center of the foot and roll through the space between your big toe and second toe. If instead, because of a lack of mobility here in your big toe, you tend to roll out to the side, that's going to lead to an overuse of the inner calf muscles. It's going to lead to your outside of your knee straining, and it can lead to outside hip pain as well. So today I'm going to show you 3 drills that you can use before running to remind your body that as it is rolling over, your big toe is supposed to be extending and staying relaxed instead of crunching down as you roll over your foot. So the first drill to work on toe extension is going to be in standing like me. You're going to prop up your foot beside you where you're up on your toes, and you're going to work on driving that knee over your shin so it forces your toes to extend. What you're not going to do is have those toes crunch as you're trying to do this, okay? Even doing any kind of movement like this or drawing your toes back where they bend backwards and you get this crease right here, that's also a form of toe flexion. So instead, you want to keep them nice and relaxed, spread out like they're stretching out like the roots of a tree, and then drive that knee forward over these relaxed toes so you get a nice extension stretch in your big toe and the rest of your 4 toes. This is not a holding stretch though. You're going to just move backwards and forwards, loosening up those joints and those muscles about 20 times before you start your run. The next drill you're going to do is a lunge, but when you're doing your lunge this time, your focus is on bending your back toes. Lunges can be used for many different reasons, and today we're going to be working on toe mobility specifically with it. So as you drop your back knee, you're going to focus on letting those toes stay splayed and extended like so, and the lower down you go, the more those toes have to extend. What you're not going to do is have those toes gripping, and as you go down, you're up on your tippy toes, okay? Making sure that as you do this properly, those toes are extending, and you might even feel a stretch in the ball of your foot or under the arch of your foot if you're doing this correctly. The last drill you're going to do to work on big toe extension mobility is going to be seesaw planks. So just like a lunge, there's a lot of different reasons to do a plank. Most often people use it for core strengthening, but today we're going to use it to increase that toe extension mobility. So you're going to start off in a plank position. Make sure you're up on your toes, all right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to rock backwards and forwards, extending those toes as you do so. When you rock forwards, it's going to extend those toes more. When you rock backwards, it's going to take the pressure off. We're not holding for a certain amount. We're just doing this about 20 times, stretching those toes into extension as you do this. So if you try out these toe mobility exercises and you don't feel like it necessarily fixes your foot pain, your knee pain, or your hip pain as you're running, make sure to make an appointment with a neuromuscular expert, a doctor of physical therapy like myself, who can look at exactly how you're moving, exactly how much mobility you have, and then can make a personalized program for you.